Hi students, welcome to Easy Chemistry by Patan, and today we are going to discuss all organic named reactions which are very important for board level competitives, NEET, JEE, AIMS, KSET, for all. So here maximum extent I am going to cover all important named reaction and some beyond your NCERT syllabus. So it is very easy to recall by watching this video at a glance. Nearly 32 named reaction I am going to explain to you. Let's start. Gru's method. Here from alcohols we are preparing alkyl halides. This belongs to haloalkane haloarine. ROH alcohol, and we are preparing chloroalkanes in the presence of HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2. OH group, and this hydrogen removed as water molecule, and this is replaced by chlorine. Then RCl you are getting. Similar manner, if you are taking KBr in the presence of concentric sulfuric acid or HBr, sulfuric acid reflux, OH group and hydrogen removed as water molecule, and this is replaced by bromine. Bromoalkanes you are getting. Similar manner, in the presence of HI or Ki, and HI we are taking this hydrogen, this OH group removed as water molecule, Ri you are getting iodoalkanes. Means with chlorine, bromine, iodine you can prepare haloalkanes. This method given by Gru's. This we are calling Gru's method. Reactivity order of halogen acids. HI is more reactive than HBr. HBr is more reactive than HCl. HF we are not taking here. Reactivity order of alcohols. Allylic, benzyl, 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree. 1 degree is least reactive in this method. So by Gru's method we can prepare haloalkanes in the respective reagents. Next method we have here, another method to prepare haloalkanes. When ROH treated with SOCl2 in the presence of pyridine, RCl means chloroalkanes we can prepare, and here as the byproduct SO2 and HCl in the gas form. So this method we are calling Darjan's process. This is the best method to prepare haloalkanes because both the byproducts are gases. By this method, RBr, Ri we can't be prepared, because if you want to prepare bromoalkane you need SOBr2 like SOCl2. This SOBr2 is less stable, that's why you can't prepare RBr. If you want to prepare Ri, you need SOI2. SOI2 does not exist, does not least stable. That's why by Darjan's method you can't prepare RBr, Ri. You can prepare only chloroalkanes. This one more important organic named reaction. Next we have another method, very important organic method, that is Hunsdaker reaction. Hunsdaker reaction. Here silver salt of carboxylic acids treated with bromine in the presence of carbon tetrachloride reflex. You can prepare RBr as byproduct CO2 and AgBr. This COO group converting into CO2. This Ag react with bromine, AgBr, and one Br will attack on this group, alkyl group. You are getting RBr. This is entire a free radical mechanism. For preparing of only bromides, means bromoalkanes only we can prepare by Hunsdiecker reaction. And yielding of halides, here we are getting yielding of halides now 1 degree greater than 2 degree, 2 degree greater than 3 degree. So 1 degree alkyl halides can be prepared easily. And by this method, iodides cannot be prepared. Iodides cannot be prepared. Clear? If you want to, if you take here I2, then what you are getting? Silver salt of carboxylic acid react with iodine, you are getting esters. Instead of haloalkane, you are getting esters. That's why by Hunsdiecker reaction, we are unable to prepare Ri. This is for RBr. Another named reaction we have here, that is fourth named reaction, Wurtz reaction. It is very important named reaction where we are learning in first PUC as well as second PUC, that is Wurtz reaction. By Wurtz reaction we are preparing alkanes, RR type. 2 moles of alkyl halide with 2 moles of sodium, 2 moles of sodium in the presence of dry ether, you are getting R bond R type alkanes. And here one thing you have to remember, that here haloalkane we are taking, and here you are getting alkane product. The product which you are getting having more number of carbon atoms than haloalkane. Ascent of carbon chain length is going to be increased. Here 1 carbon, here 2, here 3, here 4, here 4, here 5, like that. And methyl chloride I took. In the presence of sodium, I got ethane. See here 1 carbon, here 2 carbons. This is now symmetrical alkyl halide. For example, unsymmetrical alkyl halides. This is ethyl bromide, this is methyl bromide. Ethyl group, methyl group. Then you are getting mixture of alkanes. That is ethane with this butane and propane. So symmetrical alkyl halides gives single product. Unsymmetrical alkyl halides gives mixture of alkanes. And this is completely free radical mechanism. Undergo free radical mechanism. Clear? This is Wurtz reaction. We are preparing alkanes. Next, another important named reaction we have, Fittig reaction. Fittig reaction. Clear? Fittig reaction we have here, very important. It is similar to Wurtz reaction, and 2 moles of alkyl halide react with aryl halides. So in Wurtz reaction, alkyl halide we are taking, here aryl halides. When aryl halides react with sodium, in the presence of dry ether, you are getting biphenyls. So aryl halides in the presence of sodium metal and with dry ether, you are getting biphenyls. Here you have chlorobenzene with the sodium, another chlorobenzene in the presence of dry ether, and you are getting biphenyl. So by Fittig reaction we are preparing biphenyls. By Wurtz reaction we are preparing alkanes. This also undergo by free radical mechanism. So here aryl halides we are taking, and in Wurtz reaction alkyl halide, remaining sodium and dry with the same. There you are getting alkanes, and here you are getting biphenyls. That is Fittig reaction. Next, another important we have Wurtz-Fittig reaction. In Wurtz reaction, alkanes. In Fittig reaction, phenyls, biphenyls. Now both are mixing. 1 alkyl halide, 1 aryl halide. In the presence of dry ether and sodium, you are getting alkyl aryl compound. One is alkyl, one is aryl. Methyl chloride, and here chlorobenzene, chloromethane, chlorobenzene, sodium metal, dry ether. See, this NaCl is removed. This methyl group electrophile is going to be attack on phenyl ring. You are getting toluene, methyl benzene. This is Wurtz-Wittig reaction. And another important Core-House reaction. And here again alkyl halides are treated with copper dialkyl lithium. This is copper metal, this is lithium, this is dialkyl. So copper dialkyl lithium, you are getting alkanes. R are nothing but alkane. Clear? So Core-House reaction also we are preparing alkane, but the condition is in the presence of copper dialkyl lithium. Here we are taking sodium and here we are taking copper dialkyl lithium, alkyl halide, and you are getting alkanes. And like this reaction is going to be prepared. This is Core-House reaction. So that we completed nearly 7. And now another important reaction of haloalkane and haloarenes, that is very important organic named reaction, Schwarz reaction. In Schwarz reaction we are preparing fluoroalkanes. Alkyl halides react with metallic fluoride, AgF, silver fluoride, giving rise to RF and AgX. This method, halogen exchange method we are calling. Halogen exchange. See here, this halogen X is replaced by fluorine. This halogen exchange method we are calling. So Rx converted to RF, fluoroalkane, halogen exchange process. This we are calling Schwarz reaction. By Schwarz reaction we are preparing fluoroalkanes only, not remaining. Next, Finkelstein reaction, which is very important for competitive board level, JEE mains level, like that. Here haloalkanes are treated with sodium iodide in the presence of triacetone, and this is also one halogen exchange method. You are getting RI, iodoalkanes. This reaction only for iodoalkanes. Here also this halogen X is replaced by this iodine. That's why we are calling halogen exchange method. Here we are using triacetone. Why triacetone only we are using means, if it is aqueous, that water will react with sodium and you are getting sodium hydroxide, reaction process is going to be changed. That's why triacetone only you have to use. That is Finkelstein. By Schwarz reaction, fluoroalkane. By Finkelstein reaction, iodoalkanes only we are preparing, not RCl or Br. Next, another important organic named reaction, Dawes process. In Dawes process, from haloarenes we are preparing phenol. This is chlorobenzene and this is you have phenol. So we can prepare phenol. Clear? Now chlorobenzene is treated with sodium hydroxide in acid medium, 623 Kelvin temperature, 300 atmosphere pressure. Conditions are very important. This chlorine is replaced by OH group, then you are getting phenol. So OH group is formed by here in the acid medium and Na. This Na is react with this chlorine, NaCl is removed. See how reaction will be takes place. This Na and this Cl is removed as NaCl. This OH group we have, this will be attacked here as a nucleophile. You are getting phenol. This is Dawes process. By Dawes process, haloarenes are treated with phenol. Means haloarenes are converted into phenols. This is Dawes process. Next, another important named reaction we have, that is Sand-Meyer reaction. You know very well Sand-Meyer reaction, very important. This is benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene diazonium chloride treated with hydrogen bromide in the presence of CuBr. CuBr. And these diazonium chloride salts are very unstable. Immediately they decompose. And this chlorine and this hydrogen removed as HCl. This N2 is going to be break. N2 gas you are getting here. And immediately this bromine will attack here. Then you are getting bromobenzene. What you are getting? Bromobenzene. So benzene diazonium chloride is converted into bromobenzene. This is Sand-Meyer reaction. Next, another important reaction, Gutterman reaction. Same, benzene diazonium chloride treated with HBr. The condition is different. In Sand-Meyer we are using halo. This is copper bromide, means metal with bromine. Here only metal we are using. So CuBr using in Sand-Meyer reaction. In Gutterman reaction only metal we are using. That's it. So that is the difference. So where you are learning, you compare the reaction. Sand-Meyer reaction in the presence of CuBr. Gutterman reaction in the presence of Cu metal only. Same condition. And this Cl and this hydrogen removed as HCl. And nitrogen is going to be eliminated as nitrogen gas. And this bromine minus will attack on this. You are getting bromobenzene. Next, we have another important reaction, that is Friedel-Crafts reaction. Generally, Friedel-Crafts reactions we have two types. One is acylation, another is alkylation. In alkylation, we are using methyl chloride. Any alkyl halide we are using in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3 Lewis acid. In acylation, we are using acetyl chloride in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3. So, if you are using alkyl chloride, alkylation, acyl chloride, acylation. This is electrophilic substitution reaction. Electrophilic substitution. You know very well, chlorine Cl minus and this is plus. And this you have here minus and CH3CO plus. And now what the reaction will take place here means, look here, this chlorine, and here you take hydrogen and here you take hydrogen. Orthopara directors. See, in Friedel-Crafts reaction, you are getting the products always orthopara products. This chlorine and this hydrogen removed as HCl, and now this carbon is vacant. Immediately this methyl will attack on this ortho and para position. Like orthopara products you are getting. And here acyl chloride or acetyl chloride, CH3COCl. Cl is removed like HCl. Now CH3CO plus. This will attack on this ortho and orthopara products you are getting. So in alkylation, alkyl halide. In acylation, acyl halides, that is acetyl chloride, like that we are using. Always orthopara products you are getting in Friedel-Crafts reaction. This is Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. Next, another important named reaction in organic chemistry, that is Reimer-Tiemann reaction. In Reimer-Tiemann reaction, phenol is treated with carbon tetrachloride. In the presence of alcoholic KOH, you are getting salicylic acid. And this CCl4 converted into COOH group. CCl4 converted into COOH group. And this is ortho director and it will be attacked here as COOH. So in Reimer-Tiemann reaction, we are preparing salicylic acid with CCl4 and phenol, alcoholic KOH. By this method, we can prepare salicylaldehyde also. Means carboxylic acids we can prepare aldehydes also we can prepare. To prepare salicylaldehyde, we have to take chloroform, CHCl3. When phenol is treated with CHCl3, chloroform, same alcoholic KOH in dilute HCl. This CHCl3 group converted into COH group, means aldehyde group. Here CCl4 converted into acid group. Here chloroform converted into aldehyde group. This aldehyde will attack on ortho position, then you are getting salicylaldehyde. So by Reimer-Tiemann reaction, we can prepare salicylic acid as well as salicylaldehyde. Both you have to remember. To prepare salicylic acid, we need carbon tetrachloride in the presence of alcoholic KOH. To prepare salicylaldehyde, we need chloroform in the presence of alcoholic KOH and dilute HCl. This is acid medium. That is Reimer-Tiemann reaction. Next, another important named reaction and which we are learning in first PUC as well as second PUC, that is Kolb's reaction. So by Kolb's reaction, what we are preparing means salicylic acid, like in Reimer-Tiemann reaction. So phenols treated with carbon dioxide. In Reimer-Tiemann reaction, what we did? In Reimer-Tiemann reaction, phenol is treated with CCl4. We got salicylic acid in the presence of alcoholic KOH. In the place of CCl4, if you are using carbon dioxide with NaOH, dilute HCl, you are getting salicylic acid. So Kolb's reaction, we are using carbon dioxide. Reimer-Tiemann reaction, we are using CCl4. There alcoholic KOH we are using. Here we are using alkali in the presence of dilute HCl. So that is the difference. We can prepare better products and means different products by Kolb's reaction. See here we have Kolb's electrolysis also. When sodium salt or potassium salt of carboxylic acid is subjected to electrolysis, you are getting alkanes, means Kolb's electrolysis. By Kolb's electrolysis, we can prepare alkane, alkene, alkynes. All hydrocarbons are prepared by Kolb's electrolysis. If you are taking 2 moles of salt of carboxylic acid, you are getting alkane. And now, if you are taking 2 moles of salt of carboxylic acid, and you can get alkene also. You can get alkene. So, by Kolb's reaction, generally we are preparing salicylic acid. By Kolb's electrolysis, we can prepare alkanes, alkenes. This is a double bond O. This is double bond O. See, double bond C. Alkenes. So, remember, by Kolb's electrolysis method, alkanes, alkenes as well as alkynes also we can prepare. That you should not confuse. Kolb's electrolysis is different from Kolb's reaction. Kolb's reaction you are preparing salicylic acid. Kolb's electrolysis you are preparing alkanes, alkenes, alkynes also. Here salt of carboxylic acid is treated with electricity, you are passing, then you are getting alkanes. That you have to remember. Next, Williamson synthesis. So by this method, symmetrical or unsymmetrical ethers are prepared. Both symmetrical and unsymmetrical ethers are prepared. When alkyl halides treated with sodium alkoxide or ONA, sodium alkoxide, this is haloalkane, and by NaX we are removing ROR, ethers are going to be prepared. And here RX should be, the RX which we haloalkane we are taking, that should be less steric hindered, means 3 degree we can't take. 3 degree alkyl halide you are taking means that is more hindrance. That's why you should not take. So alkyl halide which you are taking, that should be less steric hindered, and this is Less steric hindered means belongs to SN2 mechanism. Remember, Williamson synthesis undergo SN2 mechanism because alkyl halide with which we are taking that should be less steric hindered. So by Williamson synthesis we are preparing ethers with haloalkane and sodium alkoxide. No reagent required. We can prepare symmetrical, unsymmetrical both type of ethers by this method. Next, another named reaction which very important for competitive concern, that is HVZ reaction, Hell-Volhard-Zielinski. And the conditions are, we need alpha hydrogen compulsory. The compound which we are taking here, that should contains alpha hydrogen. This is halogenation process we are calling. Go for here. This is acetic acid I am taking. Acetic acid having alpha hydrogen. This is acid group. Next carbon, alpha hydrogen. Treated with chlorine, that is halogenation I told, in the presence of red phosphorus. This acetic acid converted to one. Here what happened means 1,1 hydrogen is substituted by halogen. Substitution reaction this is. Substitution reaction. First one hydrogen is replaced. Then CH2Cl. Next another hydrogen is replaced. CH2, CHCl2, COOH. Next another hydrogen is replaced. CCl3, COOH. So from alpha carbon all hydrogens are substituted by halogen atoms. CH3 converted to CCl3, COOH group remains same. Next, another important named reaction, that is Stephen's reduction. This is a reduction reaction where nitriles or cyanides converted into aldehydes. See here, methyl cyanide in the presence of tin chloride, SnCl2, HCl and water. And this cyanide group converted to aldehyde group. It is a reduction. So you have to remember that in Stephen reduction, CN group converted to CHO group. That's simple. Next, another Wolff-Kishner reaction. It is also one reduction reaction. Here aldehydes or ketones are converted to hydrocarbons. This is now acetaldehyde in the presence of NH2 hydrazine and in base medium. So this is hydrazine, NH2 bond NH2 in base medium. CHO group converted to CH3 group. CHO group converted to CH3 group. So acetaldehyde you are getting ethane. The number of carbon atoms in the parent chain, and that is in reactant side and product side, are same. Next, Clemmensen reduction. It is also a reduction reaction where aldehydes and ketones are converted to alkanes, that is hydrocarbons. Here I took acetone ketones and zinc amalgam and in HCl. And here amalgam can't take part in the reaction and zinc will donate electrons, and this CO group converted to CH2 group. That's it. So whenever in Clemmensen reduction you took ketone, remove CO group and add CH2, then you are getting propane. Acetone converted to propane. Here also number of carbon atoms left side and right side are same. So that's the reaction of Clemmensen reduction. And you go for now another named reaction. We have here Itod reaction. Itod reaction. In Itod reaction, toluene is converted into aldehyde. So methyl benzene in the presence of chromyl chloride converted into benzaldehyde. Itod reaction used to prepare benzaldehyde. CH3 group is converted to CHO group. in the presence of chromyl chloride. So toluene to benzaldehyde. So how will you convert toluene to benzaldehyde? Means by Itrard reaction in the presence of chromyl chloride. Next, very important and regularly asking question, Cannizaro's reaction. The condition is, in Cannizzaro reaction, the compound which we are taking should not have alpha hydrogen. In Clemmensen, we need alpha hydrogen. In previous we learned, not Clemmensen, and we learned that HVZ reaction like that. Clear? In Cannizzaro reaction, no alpha hydrogen is required. That's the condition you have to remember. See, benzaldehyde treated with NaOH, alkali, and it will be converted to two products. In Cannizzaro reaction, you are getting two products. One alcohol and one is salt. If you are taking benzaldehyde in the presence of NaOH, one you are getting benzonol, and this is sodium salt of benzoate. That is sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate. Two products you are getting. But how can we remember these two products? Means this benzaldehyde 2 moles are there, na? 2 molecules. One will don H minus, one will accept H minus. Remember, benzaldehyde 2 moles we took. One molecule will accept H minus. One molecule will don H minus. H minus means hydrate. The molecule which don H minus act as reducing agent. Reducing agent means oxidation. That is, oxidative product you are getting salt of carboxylic acid. And number of times asked in AIMS, in Cannizzaro reaction, what is the oxidative product? Oxidative product is salt of carboxylic acid. And another molecule will accept H minus. That is oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent nothing but reduction. That is alcohol. In Cannizzaro reaction, reductive product is alcohol. Reductive product is alcohol. Oxidative product is salt of carboxylic acid. That you have to remember. Clear? That is Cannizzaro reaction we have here. Next, another important rearrangement reaction, that is Freese rearrangement. What we are calling Freese rearrangement. See here, esters are converted to respective products, means ketones, RCOOR, RCOR. So esters are converted to ketones. Here ester, this is RCOOR in the presence of Lewis acid and carbon disulfide. Rearrangement takes place. See here, this ROC group rearranged to ortho position. So RCO group, and here hydrogen we have now. Rearrangement will be takes place. Here we have hydrogen. ROC group is replaced with this hydrogen. This hydrogen will come to here. This is your product you are getting. So esters are converted to ketones. Esters are converted to ketones. And for more information, I will give detailing. See here, actually what happened. This is a phenol. Is treated with NaOH and acetyl chloride. Then you are getting ester. That is phenyl acetate. Phenyl acetate. Clear? This is phenyl acetate. This we have here phenyl acetate. Here we took phenol. Phenol converted to phenyl acetate in the presence of sodium hydroxide and acetyl chloride. This phenyl acetate means ester treated with in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3, that is Lewis acid. Rearrangement will be takes place. You know, OH is ortho para director. Then you are getting two products, ortho product and para product. So this hydrogen here we have in ortho position and in para position. This is replaced by COCH3 group. Then COCH3. And this hydrogen moved to here. Then you are getting orthohydroxyacetophenone, parahydroxyacetophenone. So esters are converted to ketones. Here I directly shown esters to ketones. Actually esters are first converting, getting from phenols. Phenols chemical reaction. Phenol to ester, ester to ketone. That is Friis rearrangement reaction. Next, Gutterman-Koch reaction. Gutterman-Koch reaction. In Gutterman-Koch reaction, benzene is converted to benzaldehyde with COHCl, carbon monoxide and HCl in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3 and CuCl. This CO and HCl react each other and form CHO group. This you have to remember. CHO group. Clear? This CHO group will attack on benzene. You are getting benzaldehyde. You are getting benzaldehyde. In Gutterman-Koch reaction, benzene is converted into benzaldehyde with COHCl in the presence of Lewis acid anhydrous AlCl3. Next, Rosenman reaction. Very important reaction, Rosenman. It is a reduction reaction where benzoyl chloride is treated with hydrogen. Means hydrogen we are adding means reduction in the presence of palladium on barium sulfate. This is in the presence of quinoline also we can take. This is poisonous. PDBaSO4 we are calling Lindar's reagent. So when benzoyl chloride treated with hydrogen in the presence of Lindar's reagent, you are getting benzaldehyde. COCl group converted to CHO group. Benzaldehyde. That is Rosenman reduction. Next, Gabriel-Thalomide reaction. By Gabriel-Thalomide reaction, we are preparing 1 degree amines. What we are preparing? 1 degree amines. So that you have to remember. And it is multi steps we have here but to prepare this amines. First we have to take tholimide and we have to treat with KOH. Then water molecule is removed. This OH minus and this H plus. Then you are getting potassium tholimide. It is treated with RX and removing KX. You are getting N-alkyl. This is N-alkyl. This is tholimide. N-alkyl tholimide. It is subjected to hydrolysis. You are getting tholic acid. Tholic acid further converted into primary amines. Means actually N-alkyl tholimide subjected to electrolysis, what you are getting means this group is going to be break Rn and hydrogens are moved to nitrogen RnH2. This we have now here in water molecule. H plus is there in water molecule. OH minus is there. 2 moles of water molecule we need here. From this 2 hydrogens coming into Rn group. RnH2. Remaining 2 OH groups is added to CO group. COOH. COOH. And this OH group coming into CO group. This hydrogen coming into Rn group. Then primary amines. So by Gabriel-Thalomide reaction, we are preparing only primary amines RnH2. We are not preparing secondary amines or tertiary amines. Next, another organic named reaction we have, that is Mendius reaction. This is one type of reduction reaction where nitriles are converted into primary amines. So RCN hydrogen in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride or nickel, Rancy nickel you can use, or CH2NH2. Cyanide group N converted to NH2, C converted to CH2. Here 2 hydrogen, here 2 hydrogens we have to add. Then RCN converted to RCH2 NH2. And by this method, aromatic amines we are not able to prepare. Means aniline can't be prepared. Only alkyl group, not aryl group. So by Mendius reaction, aniline cannot be, aromatic amines cannot be prepared. Only aliphatic amines we are preparing. Next, Hoffman bromamide degradation reaction. Means here amides are converted to primary amines. Amide to amine. Here number of carbon atoms are going to be decreasing. That's why degradation. We are using bromine. That's why bromamide. Amide, bromine, bromamide. Degradation means number of carbon atoms decreasing. So this is now amide, bromine, NaOH, and this bromine react with sodium, sodium bromide, and this OH group react with hydrogen, and that water you are getting, and remaining sodiums react with this CO group. This sodium react with this CO group, sodium carbonate you are getting, and RNH2 primary amines. So if anybody need how this mechanism will take place, you go to my channel. All named reaction with mechanism I explained. By Hoffman bromide reaction, we can prepare only 1 degree amine, not 2 degree or 3 degree amines. Clear? That is, so amides are converted to amines. Clear? Next, we have another named reaction, that is Schmidt rearrangement. Here carboxylic acids converted to primary amines, and this carboxylic acid treated with sodium azide NaN3 in the presence of concentric H2SO4 heated, or COOH group. COOH group converted to NH2 group, and this carbon dioxide and nitrogen gas is eliminated. So carboxylic acid will be converted to primary amines by Schmidt rearrangement. Here just rearrangement reaction we are calling. Primary amines we are preparing, degradation will be takes place. See here 2 carbons are there, here only 1 carbon. So degradation will be takes place. Next, another important reaction for competitive, Balch-Schiemann reaction. Here benzene disonium chloride treated with HbF4 and you are getting fluorobenzene. So this is the one best method to prepare fluorobenzene, that is Balch-Schiemann reaction. Benzene disonium salts are converted to fluorobenzenes. Clear? And that we have here is Balch-Schiemann reaction. What is that? Balch-Schiemann reaction. So nearly 29 named reactions we completed. 29 named reactions. So here we have another important reaction, that is Scatton-Baumann reaction. Scatton-Baumann reaction. That is, aniline is converted to benzonylide. Aniline is converted to benzonylide in the presence of benzoyl chloride. When aniline is treated with benzoyl chloride in the presence of NaOH, you are getting benzonylide. What you are getting? Benzonylide. This is one type of benzylation we are calling. Here active hydrogen is required. Means the compound which we are taking, that should contains active hydrogen. Like here I took aniline. Actual reaction is benzyl chloride with aniline, giving rise to benzonylide. So here I took aniline which having active hydrogen, that is NH2. H is there here. You are getting benzonylide. If you are taking phenol, you are getting phenyl benzoate. If you are taking alcohol, you are getting ethyl benzoate. Remember, alcohol if you are taking here, ethyl benzoate. You are taking phenol, phenyl benzoate. If you are taking aniline, benzonylide. Actually, this structure is looking like this. And this is one benzene ring we have. And bond, here nitrogen and bonded with hydrogen, C double bond O, and here one benzene ring. This is we are calling benzone. This benzonylide. What we are calling benzonylide. That is Scatton-Baumann reaction, where benzoyl chlorides converted to benzonylide in the presence of aniline. Clear? And we completed nearly 31 reaction. And another important reaction we have, that is we learned Woods reaction already. It is related to Woods reaction, that is Franklin reaction. Franklin reaction. It is similar to Woods reaction. When alkyl halides 2 moles treated with zinc metal, no reagent is required, you are getting alkane. So what is this? The compound RR means alkane. RR nothing but alkane. This is haloalkane. So haloalkanes are converted to alkanes. Here no reagent we are using. This is Franklin reaction to prepare haloalkane to alkanes in the presence of zinc metal. So zinc metal only we have to use. We should not use any reagent. So nearly very important 32 named reaction we completed. If anybody is required how these products are forming, mechanism like that, you go to my channel. All named reactions are I explain in detail with mechanism, and I think this will be helpful for you. This will be helpful for you for your competitive level. Still any doubts are there, so you make comment. I will clarify your doubts. Thank you.